The recent debate over seed oils has ignited a controversy that has captured public attention, largely fueled by internet influencers, wellness advocates, and now political figures like Robert F. Kennedy Jr. His outspoken opposition to seed oils, which include canola, soybean, corn, and other vegetable oils, has been presented as a battle against what he and others perceive as an increasingly harmful food industry. These oils, which have been the mainstay of kitchens for decades, are now being blamed for contributing to a rise in chronic diseases like obesity, diabetes, and even inflammation. However, while the public discussion intensifies, it's crucial to take a step back and critically assess the science, or lack thereof, behind these claims. The idea that seed oils are inherently dangerous is not new, but it's being amplified by those who point to alleged negative health effects such as increased inflammation and cardiovascular disease. This narrative, while compelling in some circles, lacks strong, conclusive scientific backing. First, the issue of how these oils are processed is often cited by critics as a source of harm. The extraction process for seed oils involves high heat and the use of chemicals like hexane, a solvent which, critics claim, may leave behind toxic residues. While it's true that hexane is hazardous in its gaseous form, the levels found in the finished oils are so minimal they pose no real threat to human health. Moreover, research on hexane's residual presence in oils is still limited, so alarmist claims may be premature. The second, and perhaps more pressing, argument is about the composition of seed oils, which are predominantly high in omega-6 fatty acids, a type of polyunsaturated fat. Critics argue that consuming these oils contributes to an imbalance in the omega-6 to omega-3 ratio, leading to chronic inflammation and diseases like heart disease, diabetes, and cancer. However, the science behind this argument is not as clear-cut as it might seem. Decades of research have shown that omega-6 fats are essential for our health and do not inherently cause inflammation as critics suggest. In fact, omega-6 fatty acids are crucial for proper cell function, and an imbalance in the omega-6 to omega-3 ratio, while concerning in theory, does not directly correlate to significant increases in inflammation. The claim that seed oils are uniquely harmful due to their omega-6 content is overly simplistic and not supported by a wealth of peer-reviewed research. Additionally, the notion that a return to animal fats like beef tallow or butter is a healthier alternative is fraught with risk. Proponents of beef tallow point to its high saturated fat content as an argument for its health benefits. However, this perspective overlooks the extensive body of evidence that links high consumption of saturated fats to an increased risk of heart disease, stroke, and even certain types of cancer. While some individuals may tolerate beef tallow or other animal fats in moderation, there is no credible evidence suggesting that replacing seed oils with beef tallow in the average diet would be beneficial. Quite the opposite. Such a dietary shift could increase the intake of harmful saturated fats, exacerbating the very health issues that the advocates of beef tallow aim to mitigate. At the core of the issue is the increasingly poor quality of the modern diet, not simply the oils used. Seed oils are often found in highly processed foods that are loaded with refined sugars, excessive sodium, and low-quality carbohydrates. The real culprit behind many chronic health conditions is not the oil itself, but the way it is used in ultra-processed, fast foods that dominate the American food supply. These foods, which are cheap and convenient, contribute more to obesity, heart disease, and diabetes than the oils they contain. Thus, the demonization of seed oils distracts from the root problem, the excessive consumption of processed foods. Some critics have gone so far as to suggest that avoiding seed oils is the key to reversing the epidemic of chronic diseases. However, such claims are premature and not supported by the scientific consensus. The American Heart Association and many other leading health organizations consistently maintain that replacing saturated fats, such as those found in butter and beef tallow, with plant-based oils, especially those rich in unsaturated fats like seed oils, leads to better cardiovascular outcomes. Research also indicates that replacing butter with plant oils can lower the risk of premature death from heart disease and cancer. A study published by Brigham and Women's Hospital found that even modest changes in fat consumption could result in a significant decrease in mortality, underscoring the importance of incorporating healthy fats into the diet. While the debate over seed oils is heated, it is important to recognize that a nuanced approach to fat consumption is essential. Instead of avoiding seed oils entirely, experts suggest using them in moderation and focusing on the overall quality of one's diet. This includes reducing consumption of ultra-processed foods, increasing the intake of omega-3 rich foods like fatty fish, and opting for high-quality oils like extra virgin olive oil. The idea that seed oils should be completely eliminated from our diets is a dangerous oversimplification that ignores the broader dietary patterns contributing to chronic disease. Ultimately, the ongoing hysteria around seed oils risks distracting the public from the more pressing issue of poor dietary habits and the overconsumption of processed foods. While the oil debate rages on, the scientific community agrees that more research is needed to fully understand the long-term health implications of seed oil consumption. Until then, it is crucial to approach the issue with a degree of caution and critical thinking, rather than falling prey to the latest health trend that promises quick fixes without solid evidence to back it up.